We've all been there. January 1st, a new notebook, a bold resolution. This is the year I'll finally get in shape, or learn that language, or stop procrastinating. And by February, the gym shoes are gathering dust and the language app is sending you passive-aggressive notifications. We blame ourselves. We think we lack willpower. But what if the problem isn't a personal failing? What if we're just using the wrong tools for the job? This is the central question in Katy Milkman's book, How to Change. She argues that true, lasting change isn't about brute force. It's about being a clever strategist. The first step is to stop asking, how do I get more motivated? And start asking, what specifically is the barrier standing in my way? Is it impulsivity? Procrastination? Do you just plain forget? Milkman's research shows that for every common obstacle, there's a specific science-backed solution, and they are often surprisingly simple. For instance, if your barrier is that you find a task deeply boring, like exercise, the solution isn't to just grit your teeth. It's a strategy called temptation bundling. You pair the thing you should do with something you genuinely want to do. For example, you only allow yourself to watch your favorite guilty pleasure TV show while you're on the treadmill, or you only listen to that gripping true crime podcast while you're doing chores. The chore becomes the ticket to the treat, rewiring your brain's entire approach to the task. If your problem is forgetfulness or procrastination, you need a different tool. This is where implementation intentions come in. It's a simple if-then plan that preloads a decision into your brain. Instead of a vague goal like, I'll meditate more, you create a precise trigger. If I finish my morning coffee, then I will immediately sit on the meditation cushion for 5 minutes. This removes the friction of deciding when and how. You've already made the choice. You just have to follow your own script. And then there's the power of the fresh start. Milkman's research confirms what we feel instinctively. A new week, a new month, a birthday, these temporal landmarks wipe the slate clean. They give us a psychological permission slip to break from our past failures and become a new version of ourselves. But these aren't magic spells.
The book is clear that long-term change is still difficult. These strategies don't eliminate the effort, they just make the effort possible. They are a scaffolding you build around your goals. And the real genius is understanding that the person who sets the goal, full of energy and optimism, is not the same person who has to follow through on a rainy Tuesday when they're tired and stressed. These techniques are a way for your best self to help out your future self. They are acts of compassion, not just discipline. They acknowledge our human flaws, our laziness, our impulsiveness, our tendency to forget, and build clever workarounds. So the ultimate takeaway from How to Change isn't a simple list of life hacks. It's a fundamental shift in perspective. It's about moving from being a frustrated dreamer to a curious scientist of your own life. You stop beating yourself up for failing, and instead, you start diagnosing the problem. You identify the real barrier, pick the right tool for the job, and you get to work. It's a roadmap for getting from where you are to where you truly want to be, one smart choice at a time.